Hello, party guests. My hair is doing something fun. But I am making a pie today, and I am making the crust from scratch for the first time ever in life, and I am doing that here with you because that allows me to show you the deluxe stand mixer, which I am super excited about. I absolutely love it. So I have 1 cup of butter, cold and cubed, and that is going to go right on in. And then I have 2.5 cups of flour. Coco, you're gonna have to wait, sweet pea. I just started. I have 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I have 1 teaspoon of salt. So because I am adding salt, you guys, I used unsalted butter. And I'm gonna set our stand mixer to mix for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And that's all I've gotta do, you guys. I'm gonna let the dog out. I'll be right back. All right, gonna bring you over. So the recipe told me to mix, you guys, and when you select mix, it shows you the paddle. If I had needed to knead it, it would have showed me to use the dough hook. If I needed to whip, it would have showed me the whisk. So that is one of my favorite things about this mixer is it is foolproof, you guys. And if I felt like, oh, I want another 30 seconds, I could hit the plus 30 button right there. But if my dog and me were out in the backyard for longer than intended, you guys, it's not gonna overmix, it's gonna stop. So I need a 1/4 cup of ice water. So I just had a cup of water with some ice in it. So it's probably melted some. I'm gonna get rid of my ice and I'm gonna pour a little bit out and get myself back down to my 1/4 cup. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm gonna add that in. And then it's telling me again to mix. So let me cancel that. We're gonna mix for another 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And it says it's supposed to look like cookie dough, which I would say it does. You guys, so this is a double crust. So I'm going to divide this into 2. I'm gonna flatten it into discs. And then I'm just gonna cover it in some saran wrap and put it in my fridge. It says 30 minutes or overnight, but I'm gonna finish this with you guys tomorrow, so mine is gonna be overnight. Hello, party guests. I am back to doing things I've never done before. So I took my pie crust out of the fridge. I've got 2 of them here, 1 for the actual crust and 1 for the lattice we're gonna do at the top. And it's been sitting out for a half an hour, you guys, but it still seems really kind of stiff. But that's okay. We're gonna see if it'll roll. If it won't roll, then I will stop, give it another 10-15 minutes and try again. But I am just putting some flour on my pastry mat. So the pastry mat is nice. I only recently got one of these, you guys. It's very grippy to the counter. It's like a silicone, but it's got increments of measure on the side, centimeters here, inches there, inches here, centimeters here. But it also gives you circles with diameter. So I know that I need to roll this out to a 12-inch circle, which is the biggest one. Another little something to consider, you guys, is I don't have the tapered rolling pin. That's on my wish list, and I might have to get that before the next time I make a pie because I just have the baker's roller. Yeah, nothing's really happening. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna let this kind of settle for a little bit longer, and I'll be back. So I keep trying it every few minutes, and I mean, it's a little bit bigger in size and flatter from my rolling attempt. So I think that I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, it's moving now, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it out from here. Might just take me a little while. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep dusting because I just don't want it to stick to either my roller since I don't have the nicer wooden rolling pin. But I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna grab that before the next time I make a pie. And so again, I just need to roll it out to 12 inches. So I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I'm just kind of thinking of like rolling it out like a flower, like in the outward direction from the center instead of rolling like back and forth, if that makes sense. Is that right? Who knows? Maybe that's a tip. Maybe that's not. Feel like I'm a bit thick in the middle yet. Just keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Well, I'm gonna say this roller really worked pretty good, but I'm realizing, you guys, I forgot my pie plate. So I've got my pie plate. I've got my beautiful plum pie plate, new this season. Also comes in white if you don't like the seasonal colors. It comes in a white that is absolutely beautiful. But what I'm thinking about right now is how exactly I'm getting this into the pie plate. I think if I had that rolling pin, I could probably roll it up and then roll it back out, but I don't have that. I hope this is not gonna stick to itself. Maybe dusting more. Okay, you guys. Okay. We are surviving here. Gonna get this. Okay, you guys. This is happening. Sharp fingernails. Let's be careful about those. I don't know, what do I do with these little... Okay, let me look at the instructions. What does it tell me to do? Trim the excess dough and then fill. So, okay, well, let me grab some scissors. All right, I have got Pampered Chef scissors here, and I guess I'm just gonna trim around the pan. But this dough is not gonna be wasted, you guys, because we are gonna make a pretty design for the top. So let me just do this. Now today I am making apple pie, you guys, and I have canned apple pie filling. Because again, this is the first time I have literally ever made a pie with crust from scratch. So we are practicing one skill at a time. The next time that I make a pie, I will do the filling from scratch too, but yeah. Look at that. Let me go grab my other things. So I just went ahead and poured the apple pie filling, sorry about the dog, into the pie plate. Sorry I didn't do that on camera, you guys. The tab broke off my can of the apples, and I just, I had to fight with my can opener to get it open because it was one of those, anywho. I am going to take this second batch of dough, you guys, and I am going to roll it into logs the length of the silicone pie crust mold, which is what this is. So this is another little handy dandy cheat that we get to do. I guess I probably didn't need it to be as fat as what I did, but that's okay. Coco, the people don't want to hear you. It's not Coco Day. Shh, be quiet. People are allowed to walk past. Okay, so about the length. Now this is way too fat, but I'm just gonna put it in there, smash it down. Quite a bit of extra I'm gonna take off there. Again, very first time I have ever used this guy. Let me roll this one. I'm gonna do this and I'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna guess that you can't really do this wrong. I know that one looks really fat and over full, but we are going to trim it with a spatula to take off the excess. All the way down. Oh yeah, it's a lot of excess here. Clear some more of that off. Look at that. And then it tells me to press it down again. Okay. And then we are going to flip and release. Flip and release, guys. Flip and release. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I did the little bead ones here. I am also going to do some with the braids because I think I'm going to use the beads for, oh, one little one broke. I think I'm going to use the beads for around the pie, and then I'm going to use the braids for the lattice across. Okay, so I kind of realized halfway through here that I didn't need any more of the beads. So I need 3 of the beads, which I have, and then I'm going to need 10 of the braids. So let me get to trimming here. But I do want to show you quick how they turn out, and then I'll quick go in and do the rest. Trim it back this way. So I didn't fill that one because I honestly really didn't need those beads. My bad. Okay, get all my scrappy bits. And then you flip. And then you peel it back. Get those beads. There we go. How cool is that, you guys? I am not a pie maker, but it is going to look like I'm a pie maker. So this is silicone. This can go in the dishwasher. It's got a ruler on this side, inches and centimeters. So if for some reason you needed to use this as something to roll out against, you totally could. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going and be right back. Okay, you guys, so I've got all my strips here. Things are gonna get pretty serious because I need to make this look like a lattice. So lay 5 dough strips over the filling, spaced about an inch apart. So 1 and 2, 3, 4. My inches are not good, but that's okay. That's okay. It's my first time ever making it. We're gonna go with it. And then it says to lay a piece of parchment paper over the strips and then fold back every other vertical strip halfway. Oh gosh, here, let me just do this, covering it halfway. How about that? So I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then it tells me to lay another one this way. Right, horizontal strip and okay, and fold the vertical strips back on top. Got it. And then fold back the 2 alternate vertical strips, so the ones I didn't do before, and then lay down another one. This one is fragile. Shoot. Okay, but did it. It's done. There's that. Okay. And I can put those down. Okay, now I gotta go the other way. So maybe I better start with doing the 2, right? Because that would make sense. I'm trying to get this one nice close to the center. Bring those down. Bring these 3. I'm getting it, you guys. I'm getting it now. I'm getting what I'm supposed to do. A little fuzzy on there. Okay. I'm getting it. Then I need to lay those back down, I suppose. And it says to use a total of 5, so I'm going to flip these 2 up one more time. I might barely be using that one, but there we go, you guys. I think I have done it. I think I need to trim these. Does it tell me to trim these? It says to brush the crust with water and then place the remaining dough strips around the border. But you know, I'm going to go ahead and trim it because, I mean, it's just hanging off the sides. That can't be good for anything. Oh man, I'm a little crooked. I'm not a perfectionist, really, you guys. It's just that when I am trying to learn something, I want to do exactly what the instructions say, because if something goes wrong and it's something I could have done differently, then okay. So let me brush the crust with water, it says. For this step, brush the crust with water and then place the 3 dough strips around the border. So, I don't know, I don't feel like the crust is dried out or anything, but we're gonna do what it says, you guys, because like I said, I've never done this before. So I've got the beads ones this time, you guys. Put those on there. Oops. Look at that. Okie dokie. Got my beads on there. And now what is it telling me to do? It is telling me to refrigerate for 10 to 15 minutes, preheat the oven. Okay, I'll be back. So while that's preheating and that's chilling, let me show you our egg separator, you guys. So this The handle comes out long, so if you wanted to rest it like across a big bowl or something bigger, you can. But I'm just gonna put it over one of our 1-cup prep bowls here. And I've got an egg. You guys, I wouldn't even have this thing if my Aunt Ruth didn't buy it and then send me like this super pretty picture of her using it with like a purple bowl. And I was like, okay, I gotta have it. So yeah, it's just gonna let the whites drain through and I will be left with just the beautiful yellow yolk in the center. I will toss out the egg whites. I'll mix the yolk with a little bit of water, it looks like, 1 tablespoon of water. And that's what we will be brushing over our pie in just a minute.
Well, it turns out I thought I recorded myself doing the egg wash, but instead I did not record that. And instead I accidentally just recorded myself putting the pie in the oven and then, you know, setting a timer and then kind of putzing around the kitchen cleaning up. So, yeah.
Okay, you guys, so we are 30 minutes into baking and you can see the edges are getting quite a bit brown. So I am going to cover around the edges with foil. And this is hot, you guys. Don't let me make you think that it's not. All right, so I'm gonna pop my oven gloves on. And I hope I'm not gonna mess the pie. But it's hot. So yeah, I'm gonna get that so that my crust is a bit more protected here. Oh shoot. And then I'm going to pop it back into the oven for another 20-25 minutes.
All right, you guys, this is how my pie turned out. So maybe I wasn't super consistent about where the wash landed, or maybe I should have covered the edges with foil a little bit sooner. But overall, you guys, I made a pie.